Are we still in the Scottish Highlands? I truly believe we are still in the Scottish Highlands. On Rafe's little property here. St. Dismas Cathedral. Following the many pirate clues, we've been led into a number of caves. We've been led into one main cave. We were led to this little cave system here. And we're really still just exploring. Still just trying to figure our crap out, I guess.
So who do you think these guys are?
Those who prove false, I guess. I think Avery or Thomas, too, were just trying to scare us.
Good thing we're jaded treasure hunters.
Good thing.
I'm with my trusty pal and brother, Sam.
That bridge looks about as safe as the others.
Well, it's held up this long.
Famous last words.
We've actually done this little part here. We've heard that particular dialogue at the end of the last video. They're just starting us right from the top of the chapter. I just went a little bit ahead at the end of the last video, a little bit into chapter 9, just to see what was up ahead. So if you're like, this looks really familiar, yes, you have seen this up to here before. I have not crossed the bridge though. That's kind of what our main goal is here. We're just still kind of investigating, following this trail of clues.
It's okay, it's holding, come on.
Maybe jumping that hard was not such a good idea.
These bridges are clearly not built to code.
Sure they are. The pirate code.
Ha 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 ha. Not bad.
Okay, this used to be a path.
Hey, look up there. There's more carved archways. Oh no. I still have rocks in my shoes from the last 10 slides.
Yeah, I think our last video was really a lot of climbing, sliding, just kind of maneuvering around this large property of St. Dismas Cathedral in the Scottish Highlands.
Okay. Ah! Whew. I'm a pro at this by now.
Jesus, Sam, you don't have to jump right over me. Christ. Personal space, social distancing.
So, did two build this place with Avery? I can't make sense of it.
Neither can I. I mean, if Avery's trying to hide his treasure, why involve another pirate?
Maybe he saw him as a part of his crew. Maybe he sent him one of those St. Dismas crosses.
Yeah, maybe two took all the treasure for himself.
Please don't say that.
Well, we're gonna find out soon enough.
Obviously, we found out that somehow this other pirate this other infamous pirate, Thomas too, is somehow involved in Avery's treasure, which obviously raises some flags, raises some questions. The more people that know about the treasure, the less likely it is that the treasure is still here. But we were obviously led to this particular place because of that St. Dismas cross and the replica that we stole at that black market auction in Italy. And Rafe is obviously still obsessed with trying to find this $400 million treasure or whatever the hell it is. So he's just excavating the hell out of the St. Dismas Cathedral property because that's where it's now suspected to be the treasure. Sam wants the treasure because he's got a drug lord coming after him, saying that if he does not get the treasure for him, he's gonna die. And Drake has been basically brought out of retirement in all of this because of his brother and the familial obligations, let's call it, the unfortunate familial obligations. You gotta kind of feel bad for Nate here in this adventure, no doubt. I'd like to see them story-wise go into the what is his name? Hector Alcazar, isn't it? Hector Alcazar, something like that. I think that's the dude's name. He was Sam's cellmate in jail. Anyways, I'd like to see them explore the plot line with him a little bit more. Hopefully, we get to see a little bit more with that. Why? I don't know. It's just seems like a relevant and neat plotline.
Well, we're not going back that way.
At least we didn't get dropped in a pit or something.
This is elaborate.
You could say that.
It is quite elaborate. I'm not sure if we have to manipulate it in some way here. We'll see what's down here. Looks like a little spring. Obviously giving Nate the chills. Yeah, that would be quite surprising. Especially the waist-high water for the man. Good lord. Has Nate not been through enough? Okay, so there wasn't really anything down there. That kind of surprises me. I think there would be some sort of a treasure or something like that down there, but nada.
Not another switch. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the hand out. Whoa. Jesus.
It's a pretty elaborate test. Trial?
Yeah. And this guy clearly failed.
Then let's do better. There's something on the bottom there.
It's a bucket.
Huh. Okay. Now what?
Okay, we have a bucket now, and there's the spring just down here, so we obviously have to fill said bucket. I was gonna say, this area can't be down here for nothing.
Bucket filled.
That would be really unusual.
Pass it up to me. put it back in that big wheel thingy.
Does this mean if we fail this puzzle, if we fail this trial, we lose our hand?
Alright, let's see what these wheels do.
Or our forearm? No thanks.
Okay, I think I see what's going on here.
Something with the 3 crosses?
Yeah. I'm guessing we're looking at Jesus, our good thief Dismas, and the jerk thief Gestus.
I'm gonna figure the white cross is Dismas.
So the black one is Gestus.
They've brought up this theme before of the 3 crosses with Jesus, Dismas, and Gestus. Dismas, the good thief, and Gestus, the jerk thief. We've seen this recurring theme a couple times now.
There we go. Hey, Sam. Was Dismas to the left of Jesus?
Well, are you looking at them from the front or the back?
The front.
Then, yeah, he was on the left.
Okay, that's what I've got.
I'm glad Nate has some clue of what's going on here because I don't. No, I'm just kidding. No, just some rough notes here. There were some new journal entries for Nate. Two's sigil, what's he doing in Scotland? Again, that question of how is Thomas 2 kind of caught up in all of this? For those who prove worthy, paradise awaits. For those who prove false, behold your grim fate. That's that placard that they read in the caves earlier. We read that earlier. Did they take treasure up here and sink the ships to hide the evidence? Pirate's Path. So here's the 3 thieves. So Gestus, they were saying, is the black cross. The good thief Dismas is going to be the white cross, and Jesus is, I guess, the brown cross in the middle. So somehow we have to turn this wheel. There's this giant wheel in the middle using these 4 little mini wheels here at the bottom. I'll show you as such. Okay, so we have to arrange the crosses in the order that they went. So we want Dismas was to the left, I believe they were saying. Correct? Dismas was to the left of Jesus. Yes, Dismas the good thief was to the left. So we want to have the white cross. No. Yeah, that's not the white cross. That's the white cross, isn't it? Which one does this turn? Oh, that's going to be the top one. Which one does this one turn? That's the middle one. Oh. Interesting. And there's our bucket again. I don't really get how the bucket of water is involved here entirely, but okay, so here's what we have to actually do. This cross here, I believe, is Jesus's cross. So we now have to get this there. And now this one. Ooh. Forgive me, it might take me an hour or so to get this puzzle. So that's the black cross. So I think we have the white cross and the black cross in the right spaces, but unfortunately, if I turn this one, The black one is now not in the right space. So somehow... Bring the crosses into the light. Really? That's the hint you're gonna give to me, Naughty Dog? Really? I feel honestly kind of ripped off by that. I think I'm gonna protest about it. So those two are in the right space, but again, what does these ones turn? That's gonna turn up there, okay. Uh-oh, that's not what we want. Let's do that. Then let's do that. I think I've got it now.
Check it out. Something up there moved when you put the bucket on top.
There's a channel running from the mechanism to the door.
Okay, so bucket on top is good. Keep it there.
So theoretically, if I pass this little trial, I should be able to stick my hand into the wall, pull this lever, and this whole strange contraption should, I suppose, cause this door to open. I apologize if it looks like I keep jerking my character forward. This particular controller has an issue with the left stick, so I apologize if you notice that happening.
Nathan, look. I think you got it.
All right, see?
No shishkinates, no make kebabs today.
So, if that was a test, what do you suppose it was testing exactly? Filling a bucket?
I had to know about St. Dismas, whom I bet Avery and all of his crew were intimately familiar with.
Not that hard of a test.
Maybe it's not the only one.
I like picking up these optional journal entries. It's weird because I've mentioned this before in the last game I streamed, Red Dead 2. I mean, lots of games have journals with the main character, but I never really utilized it, so it just goes to show you that, you know, I guess they feel more appropriate in some games than others. The journal in Uncharted, I find, feels very useful. Anyways, this is the latest entry. What reaching into that thing felt like. Somewhere between a brain, an eyeball, and a wet cat. There you go. Great visual for you. Onwards and forward. See, jerking forward just like that. I totally did not try to commit suicide there, yet my controller had other intentions. Sam, how the hell did you get over there? Oh, I guess it would be this little path over here makes... Thanks, Sam. You could have given me a little heads up or something, pal.
Whoa, watch your step.
As I live and breathe, would you look at this place?
We must be right under the cathedral.
You think Rafe and Nadine have any idea this is directly under their feet?
Well, with enough explosives, they're gonna find out sooner or later.
great little optional dialogue there too to shed some more light on the situation. So we have a grappling hook opportunity just above our heads there. This path around the corner is blocked by some rubble from the caves. Just the way that Rafe is going about trying to get the treasure is so careless as well. You know, like using the TNT and just... He's just being a careless ass. He's power hungry, money hungry. Just wants the treasure.
Hey, come here. I'll boost you up there.
Coming. Okay, I got something for you up here. Use this to reach those handholds on the wall over there.
Good call.
Up here, Nathan.
I didn't even realize that he had knocked this down here for me or whatever, so I was kind of confused as to where I needed to go there. Oh, I just need it right up against this wall anyways, I believe, so that I can get up. There we go. Now we're talking. Cooking, whatever you want to call it. There's a treasure down there. How you get it, I have no clue.
They're sure not making this easy, are they?
I imagine it was easier when all the bridges and walkways weren't broken.
I guess we're a couple 100 years late. Let's see what's in here. There's a low ceiling here. Watch it. Ow!
Watch my ah?
Can't.
There's totally a treasure down there. You can see it if you look in the bottom right corner of the screen there glowing. I thought maybe we had to climb above and then kind of climb our way down to grab it, but that does not look to be the case. So I guess once we get over on that side, we get it? Or have we already been to that side? I don't even know anymore. I'll go forward a little bit more and see what happens.
You need me to slow down for you? This way. Move through here. I see some light through here.
Ah, catacombs. That makes sense. We're under a cathedral.
You always gotta have those really old catacombs. It isn't an Uncharted game otherwise, right? It almost feels like catacombs were invented within the Uncharted universe. like they come kind of hand in hand with each other. But it would make sense, yes, to have catacombs, especially under an old cathedral like this in the middle of, the Scottish Highlands. How many times do you think I can say Scottish Highlands in my video? I think that was like the 4th time. Is there like some sort of world record I could break there or something? Oh, yeah, that controller thing can be quite the annoyance, no doubt.
Hold on. What? Listen.
Anything noteworthy by the dormitories?
Not unless you count some cleverly worded headstones.
Have you finished digging by the chapter house?
We have, ma'am. The northwest sites are wide open as well.
And what about the southern perimeter?
Not yet. It'll take us a day to move the crane over there.
Nadine.
Make it happen. In the meantime, see what you can dig up without it.
I'll send a couple of men over right away.
Good. Rafe, any luck with those manuscripts?
Can we have a minute?
Keep me updated.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you hear? They found a whole annexed area under the cathedral.
I did. Have you seen it?
No? Why?
Because there wasn't much left after they'd finished finding it.
My men have been a bit liberal with the
They're like
dynamite.
100 well-armed bulls in a china shop.
But they've made more progress in 2 days than we've made in months.
Progress. I can't analyze rubble.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
I'll let them know they need to give you a heads up before they do anything drastic.
Or you can tell them to sit tight until I analyze the few clues that haven't been blown up.
No, we can't sit around waiting any longer.
All due respect, I think I have a bit more experience with this sort of thing than you do.
We tried things your way.
Bullshit. You've been wanting to level this place ever since we got here.
No! I wanted to steal that cross long before it ever even made it to that auction. The same auction where I couldn't have my men around to deal with any surprises.
The auction was the cleanest way to
But
get the
instead of
cross.
going with my gut, I listened to you. And now we have competition.
Oh, well, I didn't think he'd show up.
Or maybe you wanted to draw him out.
Why the hell would I do that?
Because you think you need him. And maybe you do.
He does,
Point is,
yes.
I'm
Yes,
done
he
trying to do things
does.
the clean way. If the treasure is here, we'll find it. And if not, well... maybe it's time to move on, huh? Hey. It's not personal.
Of course.
I'll let you know if anything turns up.
Well, well, well. We've kind of been waiting a while now to run across Rafe and Nadine here at, well, I guess it's their little compound now, as they continue to try to excavate the area, as Nadine puts it, liberally. Liberally, yes, that's the right word. It didn't sound right when it first came out, I apologize. Clearly there is some conflict and disagreement between Nadine and Rafe, which is good for us, because it would be great to have a situation in which they turned on each other. That way we would kind of share an enemy with both of them. and I think it would definitely make things quite interesting. But it's good to know that there are some holes in their own little plan here. There goes my controller again, doing crazy things. I call this my my possessed controller. I truly believe it's possessed. But anyways, that's aside from the point. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's see what Nate and Sam think about it.
Let's get moving before they blow that treasure to bits.
Oh, stop making out.
Wait. You think she was right, though? About what?
About Rafe wanting to throw you out.
As long as he doesn't get the upper hand, who cares? Doesn't matter.
100% Nadine was right about Rafe wanting to draw Nate out. I think that Rafe...
Annexed area you suppose they were talking about?
There's got to be some side chamber because we're the only ones here.
I think Rafe wants Nate's help as well, and that he is indeed drawing him out for that reason. Rafe is a crazy dude, so of course he's not just gonna ask Nate for help, he's gonna try and be a real ass about, you know, getting him out here and not doing it in any sort of direct manner. Doing it in the most indirect manner, actually. He kind of pretends that he wants nothing to do with Nate. I think searching for this treasure all these years has made Rafe even more crazy than he once was. And Nadine's obviously got some issues too.
Don't mind me.
Well, there's a treasure. Regarding the treasure that I kind of skipped over earlier, I kind of located but couldn't get down to. As I've said before, my focus in this particular playthrough is not treasures. I don't want to go out of my way to get them. I'll do a little searching around, but I don't want to spend too much time going after any one. Rafe and Nadine literally, and I think Nate was making a joke about them, you know, kind of kissing each other. I think they are kind of like an old couple, just kind of bickering with each other. They each have a different way of wanting to go about things here. Nadine and her mercenaries, they just want to blow shit up. They just want to kill stuff and, you know, cause big Hollywood-style explosions. They're action-hungry men, and Nadine is an action-hungry woman. That's just her background. That's her career. That's who she is. Rafe, though, he is kind of a little bit more like Nate in that he would want to kind of...
A little too high to jump up there unless you got a trampoline.
Left it in my backyard.
Oh, darn. Wait, do you have a trampoline?
I wish.
Nate and Rafe are the type that kind of want to preserve the history and the architecture and the just everything here. You know, they don't want it like just being carelessly blown up to locate some treasure. Sometimes you
There's a path back there.
need to go about things carefully, but Nadine doesn't really understand that like Rafe and Nate do, because they've been, you know, they're actual treasure hunters, especially Nate. Rafe, I think, has really only been caught up with this one particular treasure for most of his life, whereas Nate has already pursued multiple others. We highlighted, if you look down there, you can see a ledge, and I guess that's kind of where we need to try and get to, because this is where we need to go, but as they said, we don't have a trampoline. And then Sam asks, wait, Nate, do you actually have a trampoline in your backyard? Emphasizing how, you know, little Sam actually knows about, you know, Nate's current lifestyle. Oof, I had a feeling if I could kind of grapple to that post again and then slide down far enough, I could get kind of underneath this wall, which is exactly what I did. But then it was hard because there was also a rock wall right behind me, so on the swing back, I kept hitting that wall, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get the kind of swing going that I needed to jump all the way over here, but we were successful.
Hang on.
Oh, look at you.
One crate coming up.
Thank you, good sir.
Well, it's not a trampoline, but it works. Typically people are pushing things down from ledges so that I can get up. It's nice that I'm actually the one that gets to push the thing down so that other people can get up. You follow?
Jesus. Well, we're definitely getting closer to the cathedral.
Oh, what's left of it.
I noticed this little room off to the side here before we go forward, so I just wanted to have a quick peekaboo.
Hey, I think that's where we came from already.
Thanks, Sam. What would I do without you?
Gotta say, this is far more sophisticated than I was expecting.
Me too. Must have taken years to build.
Spared no expense to hide 400 million bucks. Bridge is out. Gotta find another way across. Here goes nothing.
Good thing you're not heavier than the crate.
Okay. Made it.
What's the plan?
I'm working on it. We can hook our ropes onto this.
That'll work. Who needs bridges?
Holy moly, I can't believe I actually made that.
Bridges, per se.
Like, for real. Running across the wall like that in other Uncharted games always felt a little buggy out of all the kind of maneuvers they got you to do throughout the game with the wall climbing and all of that. That always seemed to be kind of the most annoying, but it does feel pretty smooth here. They've had me use it a couple times, and that was pretty neat. We've been in this particular location for a while though now, so
there. So how do we get through?
hopefully we can move on here soon. Oh, that scared the daylights out of me. I almost killed Sam. Sorry, dude. I was just checking to make sure my gun was ready. I don't know. That's the excuse I'm gonna use. In reality, I just accidentally hit R2. Silly Billy. Silly Billy was a fish.
Over here.
Stream some games, and now he's niche. Nope, doesn't make any sense. Doesn't work.
Look at that. If this place wasn't completely falling apart, we'd probably be trapped again.
Nathan, look around you.
Holy crap. This must have been another test, but it all just crumbled into the ocean.
Well, I guess the test now is, how the hell do we get to the other side?
Oh, what's this?
There is a note here by this corpse that reads, April 1701. Let it be known that I, Thomas Howard, captain of the Dauntless, am a gullible fool. It started with the cross, a cryptic message from my old compatriot with a vague promise of paradise. I was skeptical, but the thought of living the remainder of my days at home, wondering what might have been, was too much to bear. And one does not ignore a letter from the king of pirates. I guess the king of pirates being Avery. So Avery probably sent out these cryptic messages to multiple comrades or compatriots. And it's looking like fooled them, and then probably stole all of their treasure. That's kind of what I'm getting here. I survived being marooned off the coast of Madagascar. I survived the attack of the East Indian man Pembroke, but I will not survive this. My leg is broken, and my crew, too cowardly to set foot in these damned caverns, cannot hear my calls for help. Who could have imagined my deeds would bring me here, to die an ignoble death so far from home? May God himself curse you, Henry Avery, and may my ghost haunt you the rest of your days. Interesting. So that's likely how some of these other pirates are involved, maybe? Nonetheless, there could be a treasure at the end here left by Avery, but he's obviously made it extremely difficult to get to it, and maybe he sent out the cryptic crosses to his compatriots in hopes that they would claim it, but obviously none of them were suited for it, or hopefully none of them were suited for it, because if somebody did find the treasure, we're here for nothing. That's a very interesting find there with that letter. Obviously, I'm just kind of theorizing at this point.
That really safe-looking wooden seesaw thing might do the trick.
Worth a shot. here goes nothing.
Nathan, stop. You won't make it. You're too low. I'll weigh it down. Go.
Made it!
All right. Now, what about me?
Right, just let me look around.
Cool. Cool, I'll just hang out here. Check out all that machinery. You know, it really makes you appreciate everything that goes into making one of these death traps.
Don't be glib.
Who's being glib? This is a marvel of human engineering. Any luck?
Yeah, give me a sec. Okay, I found something to weigh down the seesaw.
Excellent. You sure that'll work?
Heavier than I am.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. There we go.
Whoa.
Hey, nice air time.
Well, if treasure hunting doesn't work out, we can always join the circus.
Not if they have clown. Oh, crap!
I got you. There.
Thanks.
There's another test down.
Yeah, at this point, I'd rather take another death trap.
At this point, I hope we're at the end of this thing. Come on.
Okay, getting a bit dramatic with the statues here.
Seriously? Why decorate a treasure burial site?
Or build elaborate tests. I mean, either we're missing something, or Avery was really, really bored.
Yeah, I'm telling you, something really strange is going on here with Avery. Knowing now that there are other pirates involved, it looks like multiple pirates kind of followed the same exact trail of clues that we're following right now, trying to get to this famous alleged treasure. But I mean, why? Like, this is an awful lot to go through for a treasure. It is a lot. If the treasure exists, and it is $400 million, I mean, that's a lot of money even nowadays. Back then, it would have been, I mean, completely unheard of. But yeah, there's something just kind of off about this entire thing, as there often is with most of these treasure hunts. Oh great, I get to stick my hand into a wall again. A wall that feels like, what was it again? Eyeballs, brains, and wet cats? That's like the dream I have every night. Along with the face of, have you seen this man?
Ugh. I'll never get used to this.
It's another cross. At least this one has some jewels on it, right?
Whoa, don't touch it.
What? Why?
Look at it. It's the only valuable thing we've seen in this cave.
Right.
This is another test.
Agreed.
Yeah. Or lack thereof.
Okay, so...
It's gotta be the coins.
Are we
You sure about this? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure we'll have to do. Just one now. Agreed. I got it. Please don't be a trap. You recognize the shape? It's Madagascar. Look. Star right here.
Madagascar was mentioned in that letter.
It's King's Bay. Yes, it is. Son of a bitch. He's screwing with us. What are you talking about? Avery. He's screwing with us. This was supposed to be it, so where's the goddamn treasure, huh? I mean, King's Bay, great. Well, what's next? North Pole? Outer space? Nathan. For those who prove worthy, paradise awaits. He was recruiting. Who was recruiting? Avery was recruiting. Recruiting for what? Crap.
You gentlemen are very, very noisy. Guns on the floor. Slowly. Must have known you from last time.
Throwing me out a window didn't do it for you?
Rafe. Rafe, come in.
I'm at the graveyard. Nadine, hey, we're here.
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now.
What? Where are you?
Come back to the cathedral. Follow the holes.
I'm on my way. And for God's sakes, don't shoot him yet.
Not want to hurry then. King's Bay.
Yeah, but, where in King's Bay? You'll need that cross over there to figure it out, but there's only 2 people that can tell you how to use it.
Let me guess. You two.
Well, leave it to Rafe. You're gonna be waiting a long time.
Sorry, boys. I'm not here to negotiate. Bring me the crucifix.
It's not a crucifix.
It's a trap.
Well, technically, a crucifix refers to a cross that... You know what? Never mind.
Don't touch it!
So this whole room was another test, another one of Avery's little tests here. And again, like, it doesn't make sense to, like, it makes sense to hide a treasure, but after a couple clues find it, you know what I mean? But why would you hide a treasure and then make it, like, this hard to get through? Like, where, to the point where most pirates lost their lives. So, according to Nate, he believes that Avery was recruiting. I'm not exactly sure what he means by that, but maybe Avery was trying to find other like-minded and extremely skilled and qualified pirates, because that's exactly what you'd need to be to pass any one of these tests. But this room was just another one of Avery's tests, where he had a scale in the middle of the room, and there was this golden jeweled cross, and on the other one was basically what amounts to pennies, or an essentially nil amount of coins. And the test is about greed. That's what was going on there between Nate and Sam. So if you take the golden cross, you did not pass the test of greed because you're greedy. You went for the object that simply looked more valuable. If you choose the coins, though, you see all of the torches lit up and everything was fine for Nate and Sam to pass on. But of course then Nadine blows up the wall next to them, comes storming into the room like friggin' Kool-Aid Man, and accusing Nate and then Sam of this and that, and calls Rafe. But smart of Sam to say, hey, you know, you gotta pull that cross up. And it Nadine did not react quick enough, and the mechanism set off. So that's where we're at.
What's the plan? We're working on it. Gotta go up and get out. Nathan! Hey, Sam! Nice one. Man, we really kicked the hornet's nest, didn't we? Yeah, we kicked it, punched it, and set it on fire.
That was pretty funny there. I got so caught up just unloading my clip there on that guy that I almost shot Sam a couple of times. Thankfully, it didn't nick me for friendly fire there. I was just like, pah! Haven't had a shooting sequence in a little in a little while, so I guess I've been itching. We got the shotgun now. Now we're talking. Especially for close quarters action like this inside of a cave.
See about that.
I'm basically trying to blow up any red drums I see, especially once there's no more enemies around, especially ones that are close by to me, so that I don't have to... Look at this controller, holy lord. So that when they're shooting at me, they can't explode the red drums close by to me. I try and take them out once we reach their location and kind of secure them. And then obviously I also utilize the red drums to my advantage to take out the enemies as well. They're always a fun tactic to use in video games. COD's a big one that uses red drums as well.
fireworks from here. What the hell's going on?
Long story. Short version is get us the hell out of here.
Yeah, figured. Hold tight. Be there as soon as I can.
Now we're going back outside, so I'll try and switch to a fully loaded AK-47. It just makes a little bit more sense that way. Looks like 120 is the max ammo that I can carry in this weapon. Looks like Sully's coming to get us the hell out of here now. We kind of have our next goal in mind here, you know, to head to Madagascar. We finally kind of cracked the next solved for the next clue, and so we just need to get out of here safely so that we can make preparations to head there.
Oh, hell. Sam! What's the gotta take that thing out!
Found some dynamite. I'm not sure if that's going to come in handy here or not, but I imagine it's going to be used for something. Holy Lord.
That's it! Let's keep moving!
There we go. You can see I found some more dynamite. I think I've got a few sticks on me here now, so again, we'll see where that kind of comes in handy. I'm really sorry about the controller. You can see my character kind of spazzing sometimes, especially behind cover. My other two good controllers were both really low on charge. I'll try and make sure that doesn't happen for future streams. I was hoping to get straight to the next chapter here, but I may have to stop shortly, unfortunately.
Oh shit, Sam! Sniper! Find cover! Got them! Ah, crap! Up there! More of them! Down!
Oh, those red dot lasers have always been a very annoying enemy in Uncharted games. The snipers with those laser sights, because basically 1 or 2 shots will kill you. I'm on light difficulty, so it might take quite a bit to kill me. I think I took all the snipers out. Oh, as soon as Nate was like, "Sam, get out of the way, snipers!" Immediately my heart just like sank, because if you stay out in the open with snipers for more than like a couple seconds, you are gonna get wiped the heck out. Alright, let's try this again. Last time I tried to get over here, enemies started shooting, so I had to pause. Oh boy.
This should be fun.
Huh. Would you look at that? It just completely died on me. That's okay. I'll just switch back to it. This one's better anyways. I lost my AK because I picked up the sniper, and I was able to use the sniper a couple times there to take some guys out kind of strategically without just having to take a chance running up close to them. You can find a good location to sit back with a sniper. It's never a bad idea. Here's an AK here, so I'll replace my sniper. The Missouri LDR. I just have no ammo currently for the AK-47. There could be some back here with all the dead bodies that are kind of littered everywhere. Oh, there's some there. 43 rounds. It's a good start. I'm gonna need a lot more of that than that to kill these scumbags. Just with the sheer volume of them. I don't know if Sully's extracting us via helicopter or what the official escape route is here, but I guess we'll find out.
Kind of. Yeah. Yes. Yes, definitely.
Wasn't Victor saying the weather is lovely this time of year? I can't see shit!
Just keep heading down until we hit the water. Gotta get past these guys.
Boys, they're shooting at my plane. Hurry the hell up, you're right to the sea.
Here we go. Wow, get ready. No, this is gonna suck. Hurry, get her going. Come on. Go, go.
Oof! Holy Lord! Just when I thought there couldn't be more sliding in this game. Good Lord, sorry, I think I need a minute. That was the definition of fast-paced, I think. I feel like a grandpa because most people are probably like, that was fast-paced. That wasn't fast-paced at all. But that kept me going. I wasn't sure there at the end, that last kind of place that I had to use the grappling hook where we jumped into the water to swim to the plane there at the end. I wasn't sure if I had to jump into the water because oftentimes jumping into the water like that means death. So I was a little bit unclear. I didn't want to just try it and then I die and I have to start, 14 hills back. Especially after doing all that sliding. So I wanted to make sure. And then I saw Sam jumping into the water. So I thought, oh, it's got to be safe. But they almost killed me as I was kind of swinging back and forth there trying to make up my damn mind. Anyways.
That was a close one, huh?
They shot up my goddamn plane, Nate.
We're fine, thanks.
How soon can you get us to Madagascar?
No treasure, then.
Not yet.
I don't know what you're talking about. Look, we're rich.
Jesus. Suppose it's a start. You think the rest is in Madagascar?
Well, there was a chamber back there with a giant map of Madagascar on the floor, so... yeah, it's probably there.
This is beginning to smell a whole lot like Wild Goose, kid.
Look, the treasure was never in Scotland, okay?
Then what was the point of all that, huh? Of the St. Dismas
Look,
cross?
it's like I said. I think Avery was recruiting people. The cross was an invitation. The caves were just some sort of initiation.
Oh, so we all passed, huh? Congrats, Victor. We get eye patches and parrots now.
I don't get it. Why the hell would they go to all that bother just to weed people out?
To protect himself. Look, Avery was the most wanted man in the world at that time. He had to enlist people that he could trust in order to keep their treasure secret.
What do you mean, their treasure?
Just think about this. Thomas, too, was a successful pirate in his own right. What would he possibly stand to gain from joining Avery? I think Avery sent out crosses only to the other wealthy pirates like himself. What if they pooled and hid all their treasure together?
That would make the Gunsway all look like chump change.
Exactly.
Oh, holy shit. Okay, so where exactly in Madagascar are we going?
Kings Bay. It was an old pirate haven back in Avery's time.
I know it well. It's a big place. Anything more specific?
Well, that map chamber completely caved in, so, you know. What are you laughing about?
The people who survived the caves, the recruits. What's the one thing they would have left with?
There's a volcano on us.
There's a volcano near Kings Bay. Which means we need to get a move on.
Here's some follow-up with Elena.
Hey, Nate.
Hi, honey.
Oh, hi. I've been trying to get a hold of you. Are you okay?
Yeah, of course. What do you mean?
Well, you know the news. There's been all that flooding. Maybe going to Malaysia during the monsoon season wasn't such a good idea.
Yeah, right. Right, yeah, it grounded us for sure. You know, had some equipment failure, but, you know, no one's hurt or anything.
Well, as long as you guys are safe. So are you going to start work tomorrow?
Postponed, actually. Looks like we're gonna need maybe another 10 days or so.
Ugh, 10 days? Hey, well, why don't I just, go ahead and buy a ticket then?
You know, you don't have to do that. That's fine. I mean, you know, these guys always overestimate things. I'm sure it'll be less time than that.
Okay, well, you know, don't rush. Make sure that you're safe.
Oh, I will. Always do. Listen, I'm sorry, I gotta go. Jameson's calling me over.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you too.
It's kind of hard to tell, but I do feel like Elena's bullshit meter is is starting to go off a little bit here.
What are the satellites saying, Victor?
Right now, not a goddamn thing. I lost the signal.
Hey, you know what never loses signal? Paper. All right, this route right here should take us straight to the volcano. Might get a little bumpy, though.
Let's get the show on the road.
Okay.
All right.
No way, and I actually get to
what are we
drive
looking
here
for?
too. That's going to be awesome. I think, what does it say? The 12 Towers. Okay, Chapter 10, the 12 Towers. That's what we're going to go into next time. Looks like we're going to start off driving. Love it. This whole backdrop gives me kind of like a Far Cry vibe to it somewhere there. But we're in Madagascar now. We've jumped from the Scottish Highlands to Madagascar. One thing I love about Uncharted is all the unique locations that you visit. They're extremely memorable throughout a lot of the Uncharted games. Each game you can kind of think of each unique backdrop and how it stood out, and it's been no different here to start Uncharted 4. Traversing all of these extremely unique places. I feel bad for Elena here again. We haven't seen her in a while, but we get to see a flash of her there back at home in, what was it? Was it New Orleans that they're living in now? Something like that. Or San Francisco, something like that. She continues to think that Nate is in Malaysia, but as I said, I feel like her bullshit radar is probably starting to go off a little bit here. Nate is kind of dicking her around here, for lack of better terms, not really being a great supportive husband. He's supposed to be kind of getting out of this line of work, and here he is lying to her about where he is, and back on the hunt, back on the wild goose chase for treasure all over again. And I don't really know that Elena would have really that much of a problem knowing that, you know, he just did want to do this one adventure, or if he had just been honest with her about Sam from the very beginning, instead of all this lying. I think it's going to come back to burn Nate. I know Elena and Nate have had kind of a rough relationship throughout the entire Uncharted series, so hopefully it doesn't affect their relationship now, because it seemed like for a time that they were doing quite well. I mean, we were in the living room playing Crash Bandicoot together. I mean, Christ, Nate, if you are not going to go play Crash with Elena, I'll go play Crash with Elena. I have no issues with that. Anyways, again, I'm continuously interested in that plot line as well, kind of this lie between Nate and Elena on Nate's true whereabouts and what he's truly involved in right now. He's not at work at all. He's not with Jameson, his boss, at all, with the salvage company. So interested to see how that plays out. So Nate revealed a lot about what's going on here with Avery's treasure and all. On the plane ride back with Sully, or on the plane ride to Madagascar with Sully, and how Avery was trying to recruit people. We kind of discussed some of those theories before, but that seems to be the truth. And then he says, well, what would one thing that all of the people who have actually successfully made it through the caves would have? It's that coin that we got from the greed test room, and on that is a volcano, which gives us a more specific location to go here in Madagascar. But the idea here is that maybe Avery and all these wealthy pirates had all of their treasure hidden together, and only the best of the best pirates, only the wealthiest pirates would have their treasure here. But if that's the case, there's going to be an awful lot of treasure here, because now it's not only Avery's supposed $400 million, it's all these other pirates' treasure, or maybe that's why the treasure is so much at $400 million, because it's all of the pirates' treasures together. Nonetheless, there does seem to be a treasure that we are still chasing. We still have not lost the scent of treasure, and that's what our main pursuit kind of continues to be right here. So yeah, Avery would basically invite certain extremely wealthy pirate friends to join this kind of safeguard, a place where they could safeguard their money. But the only way that they could become a part of it is to pass the set of trials that we just passed. And ultimately, somehow now Madagascar is involved. I guess we'll find out a little bit more as we go. That's all I got for you now, though. Basically, just going to save and quit here for you. And as per usual, make sure you keep that convo going below. If you haven't subscribed already, do so. And I will see you on the other side. I think it autosaves too, right? So I think we're good. Later, Gators.